Well, my friends, I got a surprise for you today. Yep, just joking. We got a boom, full bottle of it. Yep. Today we're reviewing the Garrison Brothers Cowboy 2025 edition. Whew. It's hazmat. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez, and today I'm doing this bad boy. This has, over the last few years, been my favorite pour from Garrison Brothers, and I love it. Now, this year, last year they did a hazmat, and it was like 140.8 proof or something like that, very, very low proof. This one, they stepped it up a notch. This one, they 146.4 proof. Yep. So I haven't been able to do this one. I've had this wonderful sample. So my buddy, the artist formerly known as Whiskey Shaman, sent me this sample so I could review it. Now, normally I won't do a review on something that I don't have that I can share. He sent me enough that I thought, well, I could still share it. But I knew I was going to get a bottle, and I had so much going on. And this is one of those things you have to take the time to just sit down and enjoy it, right? So I have it. I'm going to do that. I was going to use this and not pop that open, but what fun is that? So I'm actually going to save this to share with somebody. So somebody's going to win some Garrison Brothers Cowboy 2025 edition, right? So we're going to put this over here for a moment. All right. Let's pop this puppy open. It's always fun to deal with this wax. This one's actually opened very, very nicely. Oh yeah, throw that over to the side. All right, are you ready to hear this pop? I know I am. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pop. Way to start this. All right, here's the glass. I'm using my buddy's Whiskey Shaman's glass. Let's pour this puppy out. Love, love, love that sound. Ooh, just a little bit of this one. It is hazmat. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Let's move this over to the side. Let me get set up so we can review this. That might be too much of a pour for me tonight, but we'll see, we'll see. Look how dark that is. All right, so I'm all set up, just ready to dive into this. But I want to talk a little bit about this whiskey before we start. This is what's also on the bottle they have on the back of the box here. So I'm going to read that to you real quick. Cowboy Bourbon is one of the most highly coveted bourbon whiskeys in America. Barrels are hand-selected by our master distiller, Donis Todd, and stashed away in our barrel barn for at least 6 years to soak in even more flavor and texture. The liquid is bottled at cask strength, uncut, unfiltered. The nectar is so deliciously sweet, the flavor overpowers the heat, which is very, very true. Now, for this run, for this year, there's actually over 10,000 bottles. Looking at this, I mean, look, this is on a light and you can't even see through that thing. Look how dark that is. It is amazingly dark. Now, this bottle happens to be bottle 7184 out of the 10,000. It says food grade is #1 white corn and from farms in South Texas. So that actually makes me proud because I'm in South Texas. I wonder if they're getting them from farms down here. I know we have a lot of farmland around here. So it says aged in oak for 6 years, distilled and barreled in 2019. There you go. I like on the bottom here, it actually says drink like an adult. All right, let's just look at this. And this is just, I mean, look how dark that is. That is like molasses syrup. It is Coke. It is coffee. It is dark, dark, dark. That is just amazingly dark. And yes, I am using my buddy Whiskey Shaman, or the artist formerly known as Whiskey Shaman, because, you know, he was kind enough to give me this sample so that I could review it. All right, let's just turn this on here. And yep, just like I thought, I don't even see any legs forming yet. It is so freaking viscous and oily. There's not one runny spot on here. Oh, there they are, tiny, tiny, tiny. It's like they're so tiny and minute and stuck together. I know that's hard to see that, but I'm hoping that you guys can see just how oily and tight that is. It is just amazing, amazing. They're barely starting to form now. So let's get into the fun part. Let's go in for that nose, right? Don't forget, this is 146.4 proof. So let's go into that nose. You would never guess that's 146 proof. Ooh, that last one was a little bit spicier, but the first one, sweet, 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 sweet. Sweet and dark and leathery and chocolatey. There's so much goodness on that nose. Oh, it smells, actually, it's interesting. This does not smell like Garrison's right up front. Garrison's has a very unique smell to it. And at first, and normally you're going to get that pretty quickly. Now I was sniffing and sniffing and sniffing and looking for it. I'm starting to smell that Garrison. I also smell a little bit of heat. If I come to the bottom of the glass, I can smell that alcohol. If I come to the top of it, I smell that sweetness, but this is like dark Tootsie Roll kind of sweetness, dark chocolate, just lots of nice dark notes in here. Look, I'm finally making it run a little bit. All right. So for that aroma, I'm going to give that a 9.2. Flavors. Now, this is Hazmat. I'm going to take a nice small sip on this first one. I might not get a lot of flavors. I might, but we'll see. Let's go in for that. Oh, now, this one is spicy. You feel that heat. You feel some of that 146. It doesn't taste like a 146 though. I mean, you're going to say that if you were to probably drink this, you probably think about 128 to 130 proof. Not so much Hazmat, but it does have a little zing to it. It's like when you have like you eat some salsa and there's that jalapeno, that one jalapeno that got in there was a little bit spicier than the rest. So you kind of, you get that first initial flavor and then that little kind of spice kicks in the it kicks in at the end. That's what's happening with this one. That initial flavor, the darkness, the chocolatiness, that, just all that is there with that spice that kind of just lingers and then kind of builds up a little bit at the end there. So for flavors, I didn't get to taste a lot of that. I was a little worried, being a 146 proof, but that was good. That was good. I'm gonna give that an 8 for initial flavors. Hopefully my palate's a little bit acclimated. I'm gonna put a little bit more and kind of leave it in my mouth a little bit longer, and we'll kind of give you some more of that. So we're going in for that complexity. Yep, definitely on that one. You taste Garrison Brothers. You taste that cowboy. You taste that unique sweetness. You taste that unique Texas funk, but in a good way. One thing I love about Garrison Brothers is they don't try to hide the Texas funk. They put it in your face, and if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But they do it in a unique way that's going to highlight it and make it even better. This one is dark dates. This is dark chocolate. This is leather. This is just goodness in a bottle. Wow. That complexity with just so much going on there. Now, that heat that I had on that first sip is not there as much as it was on that first one. That first one, I could hear it at the end. I feel it. I mean, I feel that Texas hug going down. So I do feel that. But that goodness there is a little, that's just good. That's just good. I'm actually going to give that complexity a 9. Mouthfeel. Let's go in for that mouthfeel, right? Now, I did that chew it a little bit. If you chew it in your mouth, it kind of forces it to kind of swish and back and forth. Stayed on my tongue a little bit longer. A little bit of tannic coming in. Oakiness is starting to come through. I'm starting to taste more of that oak, that wood flavor that's in there as well. The good thing is it's not over tannic. It's not drying my mouth out completely where I'm wanting to go get a drink of water. It's actually drying out just enough, leaving a lot of that flavors behind, but making me want another sip. That mouthfeel is nice. There's a smoothness, there's a velvetiness, there's a texture there. It coats the tip, the mid, it pretty much coats the whole mouth. And now my mouth is drooling, kind of compensating for a little bit of that dryness, wanting more of that. Like wanting me already take another sip, but I'm trying to explain this to you before I go in for that another sip. But yeah, that sip was just, it's pulling me in. That mouthfeel is nice. It's not over spice. It's not over tannic. It's just a very, very good mouthfeel. And that mouthfeel just hugging my tongue. It's like I have something in there just grabbing and holding my tongue and hugging it and saying, yes, I am here. Wow. That mouthfeel, honestly, that's one of the best mouthfeels I've ever had. I'm going to give that a 9.5. Woo, that finish. Let's go in for that finish. Every sip I have is better than the last one. Every sip, my mouth is just getting more accustomed to that proof. And as I said, it doesn't drink Hazmat. This is one of those things you have to be careful with, because as your mouth gets accustomed to it, you can take this down easily, pour yourself more, and then you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. The finish. It's nice. It's long. It never ends. It's nice and strong right now. It's not like it's just a hint. It is there. I'm tasting it. I still taste Garrison. I still taste that Texas funk. I still taste those dark dates. I still taste that woodiness. I taste that dark chocolate. It's there, and not just a hint. It's there. I'm really enjoying this finish. It's lasting nice and long. Ooh, you take a deep breath and you feel that warmth, and it's that cooling effect that comes into the mouth. Wow. This finish is wonderful. I'm going to give this finish actually a 9.5. Would I buy again? So these bottles, I believe, retail MSRP at $250. They're pricey. They're pricey. The only thing I'm going to say is they've been $250 for a long time. They haven't changed that pricing. Now, if you're a Garrison fan, you feel like this is worth every $250. I do. I mean, I have this one, and I do have a backup of this one already. And I always try to grab 2 every year because I really do enjoy it and I like to share it. And this is going to be one hard to share, and not because of the cost. That's not what I'm talking about. This is something very unique and for a special kind of person, for the fact that not everybody's going to like Texas whiskey, and this is very Texas whiskey forward. It's 146, so there's not a lot of people that can drink 146 proof and get away with it. And a good example of that is a few years ago when the first Garrison Brothers had their first, higher proof, the hazmat. I had some friends over, so I'm going to give you two stories. One, I had some friends over, and they're not whiskey drinkers. I was taking them through a journey, right? I was taking them from one step to the next and kind of going and seeing what they liked and kind of leading them in that direction. Where I went wrong that day is I got a little cocky. And I said, "No, what? I want you to try one of my favorite pours." And I had just gotten the Garrison, Texas that year. And so what I did is I got them each. I gave them a small pour. None of them could finish it. It was too strong for them. It was overpowering for them. I went from level A, B to level Z with no in between there. And it was just too much for them and their palates, right? The other story I'm going to tell you is a very short one is, that same Garrison Brothers, I enjoyed it so much. I went in and wanted my wife to taste. I wanted her to taste something that was unique and very special and something that really caught my attention. And when I did do that, I went to her and I said, "Here, try this, but be careful. Take a small sip. It's very high proof. It is hazmat." And she didn't really understand what hazmat was, and she took a very, very small sip. It burned her throat. She complained for 3 days that her throat was hurting because it burned it. So, as I said, this is a very unique bottle. I'm loving every sip that I'm taking of this one right now. And that's because I just popped it open. And a lot of times once this airs out a little bit, it even gets better. So I can't wait to try this in, maybe a week or so from now. But would I buy again? At $250, I would buy it again. And I have a backup, as I said. But it's hard to kind of tell somebody that, if you're not a hardcore whiskey drinker, if you're not a high proof, they call them a high proof snob, this might not be for you, So it's just very hard. I think on secondary, it only goes up for like $300. It's not a huge markup on secondary on these. And with 10,000 released this year, I don't think it's going to jump too much, which is good. I think it's good. But would I buy again? Now I would, but I'm going to give that a 6 because I don't think this is for everybody. I think that price is out of the range for a lot of people. If you're not a Texas person, all those things I just said, I think it's going to be very hard. So I'm going to give that a 6. So I got 51.2 out of 60. Nice solid score for this. This deserves every single point of that. The thing that knocked it down was that would I buy again because, this is just not for everybody. This is a tough one. This is a tough one to go tell everybody, "Hey, go pay $250 for it." I think what you kind of need to do if you really want to try this, one, I'm gonna tell you how you can possibly win a sample from me. But I think if you really want to try this, I think the best way to do this is find a few friends, like maybe 5 or 6 friends, split this bottle, and then you guys split it up and you guys get to try it and you get to, something unique. And then if you do like it, go buy your own bottle, right? But I think that's the best way to do this because it's so unique. Look at how it's just so thick. There's so much in here that even it looks like I have lipstick on, on the edge. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how these things dry just because there's just so much viscosity to this. So let's talk about how you could possibly win a sample. First of all, let me know, are you a Texas fan? Do you like Texas whiskey? And if so, what's your favorite Texas whiskey? There's a lot of Texas whiskey out there, and there's a lot of good Texas whiskey out there. So I want to know what is your favorite. 2, in the hashtag below, put in Cowboy 2025. We'll be giving away some of this as well. This was unique. This is special. This is different. This is something that this Texas boy does love. I'm loving this. Yes, 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 yes. Now, I would love to share this with my wife, but as I told you the story earlier, I'm not going to. I'm gonna finish this before I go out there. But well, my friends, thank you for joining me again on another journey down my Texas whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends. Cheers.